when will we be able to challenge again? Because this year has not looked like our year yet.
Yeah, I think coming into the tournament, expectations were low for Europe. Still being able to get 2 teams into the quarterfinals. Fnatic having a very close performance against the first seed from the LPL was impressive to see, but they did end up falling short. Now, Europe's last hope. Let's see what G2 can do. We're getting onto the Rift. I think both teams are relatively happy with what they've drafted, and I think we're in for an exciting one, Medic.
It's definitely going to be. Quarterfinals at Worlds always bring up a lot of surprises. You only have to look back to yesterday. Fnatic going 2-0 up, and then we got the historic first ever reverse sweep.
Look for a dive onto Wonder. But I think the main goal here from Clid is to just offer a little bit of safety. Oh, but he's looking for that gank.
Wonder missed the stun. Rascal's just going to put a huge amount of damage down here onto the Camille, and Clid flashes in, flash away from Wonder. Just about escapes. Here comes the teleport actually as Caps looks to join the fray. Has that extra movement speed from the home guards, has the stun card locked in. They dive onto Rascal. Rascal gets a stun once again, and first blood goes GENG. Answered quickly by G2. BDD's teleported in behind him, and Wonder has to dash behind his turret. Caps caught out by 2, nowhere for him to go. The Emperor slides in and gets his first kill of the series.
Beautiful punish from GENG. I think that it really goes to show how poor level 1 plays can really punish you in the laning phase, and losing that flash from Mickey hurt him a lot, but now G2 on the offensive again.
Hexagon made him into the Destiny. Stormbringer will not save the Volibear for now. There's a kill in the top lane as the Dragon goes down to GENG.
So GENG recognized that, but Ruler may have slipped up.
Ruler has cleanse. I think it was a blue card that was locked in. There's the cleanse. Ruler gets underneath the tower, but already he is down to a lane. Gives him just that little bit more pressure on the map. There's the Rift Herald used in the mid lane by GENG.
I think they will just get this tower. There's very little the Caps can do about it. He doesn't quite have the wave clear to stop, and that's going to be mid-tower going in favor of GENG. I really like this a lot. Going to make it a lot harder for Caps to roam as we see another gank in the top lane.
Spear goes wide. Jankos not able to get in the midst of the fight yet. I think he cancelled a couple of auto attacks, and Wonder, well, he has to walk away as Rascal just gets back to the safety of his tower. This means that now Clid knows that the jungle is on the top side of the map and can just start up that dragon, and because the mid lane tower is down, the Sun Disc arises and the Emperor says, "You shall not pass this point, little minions," gaining GENG even more control over this bottom side jungle.
Now, this isn't all too surprising, Medic.
And with BDD coming in, this is very dangerous for Caps. Does have the Destiny, has Flash, has TP. He's going to try and walk his way away. There's the Rift Herald down. Life and Clid waiting around the corner as Caps just steps forward, and looks like the rest of GENG are actually going to back away without even taking the tower, respecting the fact that G2 could close in.
It's actually very interesting that they decided not to commit to that. They had pretty good control, but it looks like the Infernal Drake is the priority. Notice that both top laners have TP. Rascal already going to start walking down. A lot of poke comes down onto Perks. Half his HP is now missing, and GENG in a much better position as they use the Azir to keep the poke going. Beautiful control coming out from GENG. They don't overcommit, they just use the range advantage that they have, and they're going to get this objective uncontested.
And we saw G2 so often give up the third dragon and have to play around the soul point if they thought it was a bad fight for them. GENG going to take their third at only 18 minutes, Vedius. 23 minutes will have an Infernal Soul on the cards for GENG. And although G2 have won a game versus a soul already this tournament, it is a very precarious situation to be in.
Yes, I would agree. Typically, if you can avoid it, you don't want to give away the soul. And I imagine a great job of just taking their time when setting up for these objectives. They've been very calm and calculated when it comes to approach, and this again is something that Yamato talked a lot about on the analyst desk. They are a very precise team, you know, they don't take a huge amount of risks, they're very controlled, they recognize the strengths of their composition, but now they might have been called out.
Destiny coming in, Clid is already down before Caps can even join.
Now Medic, this Goldie kind of coming out of nowhere, and now they're looking for a dive.
BDD stand up underneath the tower, teleport coming in from Rascal as he wants to join this battle. Caps having to walk his way away, but the bear is on the hunt. Caps locks in a gold card, flashes away as he lands the stun. Rascal flash forward looking for a stun of his out his team with this Grievous Wounds, Vedius. And he has,
fair enough.
He's had a very good tournament so far. Just wanted to highlight he is a beast as the Destiny comes in. Clid, once again, the one they're looking to catch out. Life going forward. There's a stun on Clid. Babby caught out in the jungle and taken down. Life will follow shortly after, and here the picks. G2 have been looking for. The curtains open. Mickey flashes the wall. BDD is sniped by Perks. And Ruler forced away as well. Now only 2 players left for GENG as G2 start up the Baron.
And that precision that we were talking about for GENG suddenly comes out from G2. 1 pick turns to 2 into 3, and it's going to convert into a Baron. What was a slow, steady game from both teams, trading sides of the map, looking for picks here and there, has now exploded in G2's favor as they lock down the Baron and get themselves a 5,000 gold lead.
Ruler and Rascal looking for the push here in the mid lane. They will be able to get one tower, but Perkz is on the hunt. The flanking Jhin is the deadliest as he looks to try and catch out Ruler. Perkz has flash. There's a blast cone there for Ruler as well. Perkz will not flash forward, but lands the deadly flourish. Wonder nice. Coming in as well. Ruler's already used his cleanse. Wonder has the flash, has the knock-up, will land the stun. The Hexagod made him make sure Ruler can go nowhere.
Go for those situations where GENG could win. Instead, they waited for GENG to be moving around the map, trying to set up vision, trying to catch a wave, and then they looked to strike, and they've been able to balloon this lead so quickly.
Behind and the Destiny's coming in, it's very difficult for you to do that. Perkz stepping forward, Deadly Flourish will connect Stormbringer, that will make the Bear unstoppable. The curtains open and one shot connects, second and third miss as the fourth comes down. There's the stun card, fourth shot obviously going to hit on a stationary target, and Rascal just going to try and clear out these minions. Mickey, I'm not sure you needed to steal that kill, but I praised you earlier. Great kill steal, Mickey.
Pressure in both the mid and bot, and the TP is going to come down from the Twisted Fate as well. Notice how they use their pick power.
Fate's cool.
Wow, are they really committed to this?
Life. There's the Cosmic Radiance. Wonder dives onto the backline, and Life is already dead before the ult can even come down. They committed. The sleep comes down onto two. Actually, three members of G2 as Caps now steps forward. Very low on mana, but gets it all back. I think he used a clarity there, has a stun card for BDD, who pops the stopwatch. Mickey's dived onto the backline. G2 looking for another one of their fights as they take down two early on. The Destiny looking for that flank position as Cap steps forward. Cleared low enough to be hit with a single card. Teleport up towards the top lane as G2 continue their advance through the river. Ruler has nowhere to go. Wonder chases him down and slices him up with his legs. And now Rascal, the last one on the menu. G2 get the ace in the top lane.
And what an ambitious fight start from GENG. They had no control around the dragon, but they knew that they had to make that Hail Mary play. If they didn't get a good fight, there was no way they were going to get it, and they end up getting destroyed. G2 now with the ace. They may even look for another kill. Look at Wonder just denying the minion waves away. And it looks like G2's going to try and secure themselves this Baron. Mickey taking quite a lot of damage there. They don't have the smite. Oh, of course, because the Nidalee's going to go get the Dragon Soul. But they're kind of spreading their resources thin.
Okay, G2 have overinvested towards this Baron. Nidalee went towards the Dragon. G2 back off it. Seeing that the teleport came out from BDD, they will get the Dragon. They'll stop GENG from having any chance at the Soul.
Engage from GENG, like, this is quite an engage, right? Just throwing the support in to just basically be a martyr and say, okay, you start the fight for us, but GENG's then in that choke point that they can't commit to. We have to go back to live because have a look on your screen, you can see that GENG committing to the Baron.
Destiny spotted him out, Wonder on his way, doesn't have the teleport to join the fray. Caps gets a stun card. You can see Rascal locked out. BDD flashes forward, lands onto Perkz, there's a dazzle. The cleanse doesn't get him away, and there's one kill already for GENG. Mickey coming from the side as Wonder dives onto the BDD on the back line. 2 for 2 so far as Caps now going to step forward. Clit low, life low, everyone on GENG's low. G2 take them all and 3 survive.
Wow, that fight initially looked quite good for GENG. They were able to shut down Perkz almost immediately, but the gold gap is too big. Caps one-shot Ruler with a single card. Wonder and Mickey doing so much damage. Support Pantheon, more like carry Pantheon, as G2 are going to look to secure game one with a 19-4 kill score.
15 seconds left on Life, but I don't think he's going to be able to defend versus the oncoming storm that is G2. It was a close game until it wasn't, Vedius. From 300 gold, the difference, to 12,000 at the end as G2 send a statement in game one.
Strong performance from G2 here in game one.
You have to remember the last two times Clid and Jankos met, it was Jankos who came out on top 3-1 in Worlds semi-finals last year.
So we can see a bit of trading in the bot side, not that surprising. Wonder also not getting the better of Rascal at this level 1 point. Not really that surprising because of how you can use the Camille W to be obnoxious. Rascal has the stun. Oh, but another engaged bot lane.
Life ignited. Mickey looking for the acquired taste. Life is ticking down, but he will be able to survive. Mickey ticking away as well. Perkz does have heal in this matchup. Here's Jankos on his way down as well, and Life, of course, has no flash. There's the heal. They try and get Life out, but watch out, Eat Life. Perkz, Zenith bladed on. Life survives. Jankos unable to take the kill. That's a double for Ruler in the bottom lane, in the top lane. Rascal kills Wonder. Wonder kills him in response. Ruler will fall to Jankos, but what an incredible play from GENG.
Problem
for G2 in that situation. Not having the level 2, not having that additional health, those additional stats, anything, really put them behind and allowed the bot lane to come through. Let's have a look at this Axe replay from Rascal, and remember that he did get level 2 first. As the bot lane action was taking off, he is able to get the stun, lands it onto Wonder, and then he just commits to the fight. Is able to get good damage down. Wonder's still on level 1. And then Wonder just goes back. He's trying to get that level 2 mark. Oh, he goes for the all-in, and then of course the shield comes through. Wonder very quickly realizes, I don't have the damage for this. Oh, and then the flash underneath the tower. Still, definitely a worthwhile kill up there for Rascal.
Clid has his flash as well, and Wonder is trading here in the top lane once again. Rascal looking for the knockup. There it is. Wonder forced back. Jankos on his way. Rascal, remember, he's got no flash. He's got no hook shot. And the chase is on. Watch out as Jankos dives forward. Teleport coming in. Jankos looking for the kill, but can't quite get Rascal. In the end, he gets him. Blossoming Blows will get the kill. BDD chasing with the TP, has a stun guard locked in, will flash forward, and Jankos goes down for his trade, but Caps is having none of this. He wants a little bit more of an action. BDD, no flash, no way to get away. Is Wonder coming in as well? There's the taunt alongside the stun. BDD falls.
Whew. Okay, so a lot more action in this early game compared to last game. And his level 6 is going to be heavily delayed. Meanwhile, BDD has just hit level 6. He's roaming bot, and he's looking for a gank.
Caps looking to try and join them, but he can't get in there in time. Mickey already down as Ruler takes the kill. BDD will fall as well. Caps didn't steal away the Destiny.
He's then going to look for a roam himself. Very common Caps play. Let's see if he can actually pull off a gank here. 3v3 in the bot side, more action medic.
He has the hijack. Perks trying to step forward. Cleared in the right place to pounce. Out of the jungle, can come in. Enchanted Crystal Arrow's been stolen away, and they've already locked up Ruler, and now Cleared is next on the menu. The arrow's still available here for Caps if he wants to land the stun. Gets it immediately. Swell Seed's going to follow it up, but no level 6 yet for Jankos. The dive is available, but G2 decide against it for the moment. They are distracted
I don't think they do, medic.
by the minions. Life able to dodge to the side, but the tongue lash comes out onto Clid, who gets caught with the abduct. Life underneath the tower, still getting chased down here by Caps, who decides he doesn't need to sacrifice his life for the kill. In the pure 2v2, but he is not being forced underneath his tower regularly. You can see, in fact, Life has decided to come up here to join the rest of GENG on the Rift Herald. Clid diving in, Jankos just able to survive, gets hit with a final spear as Clid takes him down, and a little bit greedy there from G2 as GENG had set up around this Rift Herald.
Yeah, really good punish from Clid and BDD there. I think BDD had Ghost on his
Spell.
Let's see how G2 respond. Wonder has TP and ultimate. Rascal is the same. Will they contest?
Jankos will look for a Swirl Seed. Chucks it out, misses Life and Ruler straight through the uprights, and Clid should just be able to take this dragon. Jankos stepping forward, but unable to get there in time at Worlds groups. Whereas GENG consistently go for them, and now GENG look for a fight in the mid lane, but Mickey is here and Perks is here, and Clid is no longer. He's gone back to the fountain. BDD tries to flash away, but there's no escape. The Solar Flare! Stopwatch from BDD underneath the tower. Perks looking for the fourth shot. Will get it. Rascal comes in from the side. The arrow's going to land from downtown as well. Solar Flare stolen away there by Caps as Life looks for the re-engage. Ruler stepping forward. There's a stun. And now Ruler's been put to sleep. Underneath the tower, he is dozing off. And Jankos will happily accept that kill. Rascal able to survive as 2 players from G2 go down, but they managed to pick up 4.
Wow. So, everyone in the mid lane here, medic. What a crazy collapse and crazy team fight that G2 are able to come out on top of. I believe that was 4 kills for 2 at the very end of it. Like, I'm going to need a replay to back that one out, because where do we even start? So, initially, this is BDD and Clid looking to get a gank onto Caps. It looks like these overextended, but Shen ultimate plus the Tahm Kench ultimate actually allows G2 to collapse first. This is where they overcommit. A really nice stopwatch going to come through from BDD here as Wonder flashes underneath the tower, and then Life tries to get the stun. But Rascal's already making his way down. The Ash arrow comes through, and at this point, I think G2 could have just stopped and backed off, but in typical G2 fashion, always actually Life that flashes in to try and get the re-engage. And perhaps that was a little overzealous because he then baits his AD carry in, and it allows G2 to get a couple more kills. Good ultimate at the very end coming out from Rascal to lock Wonder underneath the tower, but it's G2 that's coming out ahead in the kills.
It's GENG looking for the pick. Rascal trading onto Perks here in the bottom lane. Mickey actually had to flash forward. Deadly Flourish does not connect the Swirl Seed. It was wide as well. Curtain calls have been brought down, but the trigonometry not working in Perks' favor as he couldn't quite find the angle. Jankos still on the chase. Hook shots should just allow Rascal to escape.
Jankos' ultimate also still on cooldown. Wonder, I think he's going to die here.
4v1. It's not a fair fight as Wonder's locked underneath this top lane tower, puts down the Spirit's Refuge. Now he's going to try and get away, goes in with the taunt, lands it onto BDD. Wonder locked up with the Solar Flare, and the kill goes over to Clid.
Wow, so he actually decides to try and taunt BDD. I think he wanted BDD to get tower aggro, but he actually didn't end up getting it. Meanwhile, Rascal dies on the bot side of the map. So I have a couple questions. The first one is I am surprised Wonder decided to stay underneath that tower. Credit to him for being able to clear out that wave and buy a little bit more time. Perhaps he realized that there was no way that he was getting out of that situation, so instead he just wanted to stall for as long as he could. Maybe he thought he could outplay it. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. But my other question is what exactly happens bot lane, and we're going to get a replay to find out. Rascal actually just tries to base underneath his tower, and he has no way to get out. Jankos tanking up the tower to allow Caps to deal the damage.
Use the mobility of Nidalee through the jungle, and that's what GENG will be looking to do. Jankos is going to equalize the Dragon score here. The Ocean Drake goes down. It's another Infernal Soul, Vedi. Today is the day of Infernals, it would seem. Won't be spotted out by too many wards. I think there's one just around where the Razorbeaks would be, but already they're looking for perks. The Solar Flare comes down. Mickey still has the Devour here. Cleared with a spear from long range. Teleport coming in from G2 as they try and join the fray. That's Destiny from BDD. Life a little bit overextended. The rest of his team not there to help him. Life shut down by the Jin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fourth find its mark. Clid goes golden, but he goes down as well. Caps is unstoppable, and G2 collapse on the play from GENG.
Caps with the great predict on the flash from Clid. Uses his Q over the wall so that when Clid flashes over, Caps is actually able to get the execute. He still has the Ash Arrow. He's looking for a pick, and he's found Rascal.
What is that damage from the Kingslayer and the arrow? Rascal locked out of the hook shot. Won't go down as a chain lash. Will not follow him over the wall, but G2 already coming up trumps in this game. There's the Tom Kens trying to get onto a Ruler who uses the Blast Cone to escape the mid lane tower falls. And it was just even gold a moment ago, Vedi, and now G2 having 2,500 gold advantage.
And it's a situation where GENG is
Rascal's going for the flank. Who's he looking for? It's got to be Perks. Perks still has the flash though. The sleep goes down, and Rascal hook shot, wall dives, and dies to Jankos. The red smite, blue smite doing his work there as Jankos gets the kill. Now they're still on the chase. BDD has to flash away. Caps with 22 stacks just needs to land. A single abducted dives underneath the tower, and Clid is already down. Devour will spit Caps out, and Wonder tanking up the flurry of arrows that comes out of the Ash. G2 are going to turn and burn. Baron not even up yet.
GENG now towards the top side, and this is a situation where they could look for a pick onto Wonder. Doesn't have flash, but BDD currently in the mid lane. So it looks like he's going to be safe for now.
But if you're GENG, you actually get into a really tricky spot.
And so far, they've done a great job. And as you say, Caps is now strong enough where he can just go for this 1v1.
Flashes in with the Hexa Ultimatum. He's going to lock Rascal down in the cage. Counter used as Wonder comes in with the Stand United. That's already one kill to G2. Rascal unable to get away, and now 5 members strong. G2 could look to push in. This is Cannon Wave, only Ruler cleared life here. BDD does have TP, he's going to back first, but this inhibitor tower might be forfeit for the time it takes GENG to get back on the map. Inhibitor tower goes down, Perk stepping forward once again. BDD locking in the gold card, looking for a man to catch. The inhibitor tower does fall as G2 decide to back away.
He was locked down by his own ultimate. Yep. And 25 stacks on the Medjai's. Here we go, the curtain call comes through.
They're trying to burn Ruler's flash here, but he can just step behind Clid and Life. Didn't find the mark, as well, so it only hits onto Clid. But look at the damage from Perks. The Sleep's going to come out. BDD on the backside of this fight. The Devour used onto Perks. He's going to have to try and get away because here comes Rascal. No ultimate on the Camille, but Mickey, the first target, using the thick skin, trying to survive. He manages to, even through the Ignite. Now Life is down, and Jankos stepping forward. The Sleep's already been used, but Ruler being chased off. The arrow goes wide. Almost sniped by his own shot there, but couldn't quite hit it. BDD torn it underneath the towers. Wonder flashes forward. Perks goes in with the final shot, and it will find its mark. 2 quick kills to G2.
Another big team fight that goes in G2's favor, and they're only going to continue to snowball the gold lead. And it was another situation for GENG. It just felt like desperation. They're running out of options, they're running out of time, and they tried to force that fight, and G2 just so quickly collapse and turn it in their favor. They're going to continue to extend the goal lead. Not going to go for the Baron, though. Feel like it's a little too risky at this point in the game. Instead, just going to catch waves, look to reset. They may even catch Rascal out here.
Rascal underneath the tower. Watch out as Clid comes in as well, but Rascal's actually almost dead as Perks just steps forward. That was just bad from Rascal. You're greeding for a single tower. That's 40 seconds that your team doesn't have you, and now the Baron very much on the menu for G2.
Certainly is, Medic. That's a good call there. Rascal, with the huge mistake, ends up getting punished. Clid tries to defend him. And now G2 can quite easily set up for this objective. They have more than enough damage. Caps is going to be the bodyguard as he looks for a pick onto BDD.
It's 2 levels up.
He will be spotted out, but what a monster performance from the man in the mid lane as G2 look to continue this snowball. I'm kind of just like, I'm thinking more about it. I'm really impressed with the preparation that G2 have come in. Had a very good answer, and like, let's just look at this fight. So it's GENG that collapsed first, but the Tahm Kench mitigates the pick potential. Tahm Kench is also tanking up a lot, and then Wonder's able to join. Oh, hang on.
Mickey's been caught out. BDD going on the chase here onto Wonder. Jankos trying to join the fray. It's Caps not able to join this fight yet. You can see Jankos almost down. Life on the front lines. Gonna get slept, but he can use the Gargoyle Stoneplate to heal himself back up. Now it's a great fight for GENG as they push forward, but the Solar Flare finds 3 on the backline. Is a double for Caps, and the curtains have opened. And perhaps this is the encore that Perks was looking for. BDD sniped down, a triple for Caps. Add more pages to the book as the Medjai Soul Stealer is all the way up to 25.
I think that was a Leona ultimate, but with all the AP of a
Yes, it was! The power of 1,000 suns!
And Caps just blows up the backline. Wow, okay, so what was a terrible fight for G2 ends up being swung off the back of Caps' beautiful play there. The Death Cap coming in clutch, and like you can see that GENG, I understand more why they're trying to go for these fights. Like you can
the start of that fight was so good.
Yeah, and they're able to get that pick onto Mickey. But yeah, late game Silas.
Yep. And now with this Red Bull Baron power play, G2 continue to take down at structures. Solar Flare's going to hit on towards the backline. That's Perks caught out, but you can see Life almost down before you can even get out of the fight. Ignite ticking on Caps, uses the stopwatch to dodge the spear. He's going to come back up, and with the ammo, oh my god! Oh, that is disgusting! That is the most illegal ammo I have ever seen. Clint dives in, Rascal dives in, but they've already done, and Caps is still alive, and he's almost back up to full HP. Ruler, the last man standing, and what a fated end it is for GENG as he goes down. Another triple for Caps, and G2, against their own composition, slap it right back in GENG's face. This has been, once again, a demolition from the LEC #1 seed as they go 2-0 up versus GENG.
Collapse is here to play, Medic, and what a fantastic game 2 from him.
As Yamato said, it feels like GENG are deciding to leave Ruler a little bit more alone in this game and play towards the top side of the map instead.
I mean, I think you can. What we've seen from Ruler and Life in these early game 2v2s is that they've been quite good. So I think that just giving them the freedom to be a little bit more on the weak side, like playing a little bit more defensively. We'll see how they manage. This is a very defensive bot lane, you know, Ezreal plus the Tahm Kench, obviously a very difficult one to kill. And I love what the analyst desk was saying. I think that for GENG,
just farming up those small camps as soon as they respawn. He's on his Razor Beaks, but's been spotted out on a ward. We are getting towards that level 6 mark that you talked about, Vedius. BDD 5 at the moment. Life going in. Here's the TB, and Life may be overstepped, flashes away, but the teleport coming in from Caps looks for the chase, dives forward, can't quite get the damage. The thick skin comes out from Life, but Life hit with a dancing grenade, and G2 are dancing all the way to the bank with that kill.
The level 5 teleport from Caps into bot lane. You don't expect that. It feels like that it was quite the bait coming out from G2.
Will take the Razor Beaks for their own.
So this is some of the good and common jungle support synergy that we often see from G2. Mickey now roaming with Caps, already looking for a dive in the top lane. Twisted Fate ult to answer.
Destiny coming out, TP as well. GENG gonna get dived underneath the tower. Rascal's already down, Mickey takes the kill, but Life is here, Clint is here. Wonder trying to get away. It's a 3v2 in favor of G2 right now, but GENG are answering back. Mickey stunned up. We'll have the battle dance, still stunned with the gold card. BDD on the chase. GENG still trying to push forward here as they TP in. Caps dives back into the fight. Life eats up Clid. Wonder's going to flash away. Slice and Dice won't get him the range that he needs, and Rascal's actually looking for both of them at the same time. The stun card connects onto Wonder, and GENG will get a kill.
I did wonder why he didn't actually use it top lane. Yes.
He went down towards the bottom lane. Jankos now has a flank position, level 6. GENG, a little bit underneath their tower.
So we just talked about it, no teleports, no Destiny.
That control ward was outside of the bush, so they don't know that Jankos is waiting, and Caps comes in with a Destiny of his own. He has a date with the semi-finals, and G2 take 2 in the bottom lane. A stellar, in the second game, sorry, such a stellar performance on that side. So now that control ward is not in the bush, Vedius.
You talked about it, Medic. He does not spot him out. I think the TP from Wonder wasn't really necessary, but hey, he wants to get involved in the action as well. I think he also recognizes that he's on the weak side of the map, so why not invest the TP under the risk of potentially getting dived, is able to avoid it. And it means that G2 now get themselves to a 2k gold advantage.
GENG will secure the Rift Herald in the top side of the map. They are trading sides of the map with G2. as the Dragon was taken by G2. It's only a mountain. 2,000 gold lead, though, for the LEC representatives. Ruler and Life have switched their way back up to this top lane. And Life is actually a little bit behind in this lane. Now, he has been dived a couple of times by G2, which will cost you a little bit, but even in the previous games, you know, he was getting a CS lead or getting a few kills, and you could kind of rely on Ruler to be a carry in the later portion of the game. Here, this Ezreal is going to take just that little bit more time to scale up.
Yes, he certainly is, Medic. You just look at the difference in itemization between the two AD carries. Perkz already well on his way to the Storm Raise, and now G2 found another skirmish.
Here's the Destiny, though, and Jankos and Wonder need to get out of this because the stun card from BDD locks up Wonder. The Dominus has been pocked. Clint still has the Lamb's Respite, and now GENG are going to turn onto Jankos, who tries to dash away. Caps coming in. Stun card once again from BDD. The Stormbringer comes down onto the face of Jankos, and that's 2 quick kills for GENG. They're looking for more of his Caps. Tries to trade in a 3v1. He's stolen away a Lamb's Respite of his own. Will pop it down immediately, but look at the healing this is giving over to GENG as well. Caps in a 1v3 can do nothing. GENG find 3 in the bottom river.
And this was a much-needed skirmish for GENG. They needed to slow down the snowball that G2 was starting to mount. They get a huge punish in the river, and BDD is able to get a good ultimate off on the Twisted Fate. But we'll see how GENG are able to bounce back. If they can, of course, the game is very even. They've done a great job, and right now they're kind of getting that Drake fight that they've wanted for this whole series. G2 has had a habit of just trading on the other side of the map. They've not really ever gone for it, and they've avoided fighting GENG as much as possible, but might not get that opportunity. Is
Gold card coming out with the charm, unable to find BDD. Clint now diving in. He's charmed immediately. Lamb's Respite comes down just in time. Clint able to save his life. BDD going in with the stun card once again onto Jankos, but Clint, look how low he is. Wonder slices and dices up GENG. 2 quick kills to G2, and Rascal is running for the hills, but the Stormbringer is brought down.
and it's Clid that gets caught out, and at the moment it looks like he's about to get away. The Crocodile comes in from down south and tears them apart. Caps almost loses his life, but he is dancing on the edge of death as Ruler is looking to get something back for GENG. That gold lead once again mounts for G2. They'll secure the second Drake. They'll secure the mid-tier 1. And G2 are looking to continue that title of being the LCK killers. 3k gold lead now, looking to 3-0. Still a long way left to end out this game, but they are looking dominant.
12-6 all time before this series versus LCK teams. Now 14-6, looking to make it 15.
So here, Clid coming in from the flank. The last tick of the charm from Mickey catches Clid out, and then the positioning of BDD is very awkward. He realizes the Rascal's coming in, but this is the important part. Wonder on the flank. Like, GENG were just uncoordinated, and huge props to Mickey for finding
Clid's
that
out again.
Clid is caught once more. Caps gets himself some more pages in the book, and GENG is starting to fall apart, Medic. They're getting caught left, right, and center. These team fights are not coming the way that they want them, and Mickey,
Who's looking for the chase, can just dance back to Caps here.
they haven't put really deep wards in, but what they've done is they've set up this trio of vision around the entrances, around the choke points, because it's really that's the only part that you care about. As they're entering towards the river, you want to find those picks at that point in time. Now that they've replenished that vision, GENG has to invest their own vision in order to just clear this out, which gives G2 full control over the river.
Oh, Perkz caught out here as Life goes forward. Destiny coming in. GENG have found their opportunity, but the Captain Jack from Perkz gets him out alive, and Mickey dives in with the quickness to save his AD carry. Jankos now on the front line as the curtains come in. Lamb's Respite used by Clid, but he has been abandoned by his team. Flashes over the wall, but Wonder will slice and dice him up for dinner. G2 get another kill, and they turn their eyes towards the Dragon.
That was supposed to be a mistake. That was supposed to be Perkz getting caught out of position and GENG's window to get back into this game. But Mickey keeps doing Mickey X things. How does he find these windows to keep his AD carry alive? The 3-man taunt onto the backline to buy time and separate Clid from his team was exactly what Perkz needed to get out of harm's way and allow G2 to find the pick, find the Drake, and get a little bit more damage. And now the gold lead is only continuing to balloon.
Yeah, now it's Infernal Soul point for G2 in 4.5 minutes time. BDD looking up towards the top lane. Jankos gonna spot him. Caps dives in the smoke screen. BDD just had no opportunity, had no knowledge that anyone was waiting for him. Jankos lets out a little chuckle, and he might be laughing his way all the way to semi-finals here, Vedius.
He missed his ultimate. That's why he's laughing. He told Caps to shut up and stop looking at it. He got the kill, and that's all that matters.
Someone was backing up Mickey. And he's just a nuisance. He's a pest more than anything else. Life, once again, stepping forward. There's the knock-up. Smoke screen's been used by Jankos already, and Life is chunked down to half HP. Deadly Flourish is going to connect as well as G2 look to push in, gain this mid-pressure. Look at the TP behind them. The Rascal on a great flank position here in GENG. They want the fight right now. BDD with the Destiny will get away. And perhaps they've caught out Perks on the back line. But here comes Mickey once again. Stormbringer in from Rascal. Takes one. Mickey's going to fall shortly after he dances back. Rascal gets a double. The Volley Bear ripping G2 asunder with his claws. That's 3 for Rascal, and GENG have found the fight they were looking for. Caps would have to do something incredible to turn this one around as Wonder dives in. Caps can't get in there as well. That's 4 for GENG. And Betty, you said it might be their last fight of the tournament. Well, they are darn well fighting back.
They certainly are, Medic. Beautiful team fight for GENG. 5 members still alive with only Caps left standing. He's a good player, but I don't know if he can 1v5 this. There's no ultimates left to steal. Ruler's going to keep him zoned out of the pit. No TPs left available. He's going to have to go back to base. GENG are not out of worlds just yet.
With the Baron secure, GENG will equalize that gold. Only 1,000 between the two teams now, and you can see this flank TP from Rascal.
It looked like BDD was going to get collapsed on, but it ends up being Perks. He gets chunked out, and then look at Rascal on the back line. Rips apart the Jin, focuses down Jankos and Caps. He just can't get involved. He's being kept at arm's length. And then Rascal staying alive at the very end with the help of Life. Extremely well-played fight from GENG, utilizing the strength of their comp, and this was the team fight that they've been looking for all series long. 4 for 1.
I don't know if that was at the start of the team fight or the end of the team fight.
That was a pretty good team fight. Why are you upset? This is great for GENG. Both teams looking at each other, dead in the eye, grouping up in the mid lane, side lane pushing for G2 in the bot side. GENG have it pushing in top.
Ruler doesn't have Death's Dance yet, Vedius. That item could change a fight.
A lot of damage onto Perks. GENG feeling very confident right now. Perks does have his summoner spells up, which is going to be very important for the next fight. But Rascal very tanky right now. I like this positioning from GENG. They're keeping the priority up in mid. They're making it harder for G2 to maintain control over the river, but you can see that GENG having to walk through Fog of War.
No vision. Mickey looking for the flank, puts down a control ward. BDD pushing in mid, has the Destiny to join his team if a fight really starts. Rascal's going to go around and clear out this vision from G2, make it so that Mickey can't get the flank position, tries to dive in, can't land onto Rascal. Walks out, the control ward cleared. Caps spotted with the Destiny. BDD still pushing in mid. Caps alone towards the back of the pit. The Destiny comes in for BDD, and Caps is on the blast cone, tries to get over the wall, just about survives. GENG collapse, and now the Infernal Dragon, the target. Click's going to dive in. There's the quickness, the Stormbringer. GENG looking to turn this fight around as they go for the Infernal, but it's taken by Jankos, it's taken by G2, and they'll take a kill to top it off. Wonder down, Rascal down, the TP coming in from Caps as GENG are on the wrong side of the rift. Here comes Caps, GLP for the slow, cleared. BDD locks in the stun card and smashes it straight at Caps. And now GENG backing away once again. There's an Infernal Soul ticking away on G2. Ruler, full HP, almost full mana. Caps uses the Lamb's Respite, trying to hit him up, but Perks flashes forward and snipes out cleared, and that's no Lamb's Respite. Up for GENG. Caps goes golden. Ruler's still alive though. Diving in. He jumps away. He flashes the wall. BDD able to flash away as well, and Ruler's doing so much work in this fight. He's holding, kicking, and screaming as G2 try and knock GENG out of Worlds.
Ruler showcasing why he is a world-class player. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. Let's have a look back at this fight. The Lamb's Respite comes out to keep the Dragon alive. But it's Jankos that gets the smite, and the auto is cleared, actually jumps out. I don't know if his smite was on cooldown there, as he may have had to use it to keep his health alive. Of course, life goes in. He then gets caught out.
Oh, there's a fight, there's a fight, there's a fight. Bring us back to the action. Rascal devoured up. Life maybe overstepped here. Wonder diving in, look for Clay, looking for Rascal. Can't quite find them. Sorelli is used by G2. The curtains are opened. And G2 are looking for the final act of this fight. Stormbringer in from Caps, destroys the turret and dives back in. Kingslayer's going to keep him alive for the moment, but look at the damage that Ruler can do already. 3 down. G2 rip GENG asunder. And now they are looking for the win. Infernal Soul still on them. The inhibitor tower down. And amongst the wrecks of the LEC, amongst the wrecks of the LCS, G2 stand tall for the West. They are carrying the hopes of Europe on their shoulders. They are looking to be the LCK killers once again. Ruler and Clid have to do something miraculous to defend. It looks like G2 will back away. The minions cleared out. And for the moment, G2 will retreat.
With Ruler still alive and perhaps the re-engagement. They're going in.
Rushes forward, exhausts Perks. Clid gets knocked up. Yanko's trying to do what he can. Ruler still doing some damage. Wonder. Blast goes in. Looks for Ruler. Can't get the stun. Does get the stun. Still dead. But before he can slice and dice his way through the enemy AD carry, and now GENG are TPing in. They're looking for more. They're looking for the TPs. The BDD coming in from the back. Yanko's forced away. GENG, Rascal flashes forward straight in. Mickey trying to survive. BDD gets the shutdown on Perks. Mickey's going to dive back onto Yankos. Where is Caps? You always have to look for him in a fight like this. He's looking for the flank position. Rascal still stepping forward. Caps has a flank. Who's he looking for? Ruler's alive. Stormbringer used by Rascal. Dives in, but he doesn't get the tower deactivated, and so he can't step any further. Caps couldn't find the flank, and GENG, holy moly, they are landing punch after punch in this game.
Right. G2 though, they have the wave constantly pushing in mid. So they're looking to push a wave up in top. Mickey gonna take a little bit of damage.
Perks is not with the team. He's in mid lane.
Medic, you rehydrate. There's gonna be another huge fight. You're gonna need your voice for it. GENG, they're gonna secure themselves the mid tier 2. Things are starting to calm down a little bit as the tension starts to rise once more. Top and bot pushing in favor of G2. G2 just have to wait, but they're not going to. They're going to go in.
Mickey BDD's almost dead already. The Devour comes out. It's Life tries to keep him alive. Rascal trying to get onto the back line. The Ram's bit used by Life. Rascal dived on. Quickness being used as well. Rascal doesn't have anyone to help him. Doesn't have anywhere to go. He's down. Caps used the Lamb to keep himself alive. Yanko's on the chase. Clid has died. Life has died. G2 have done it. GENG, unless Ruler and BDD can pull a rabbit out of a hat, they are done. The deadly flourish connects. BDD goes down. G2, 4 for none, and now they're pushing for the win.
Only Ruler is left standing to keep the hopes of GENG alive. The star of this team has the weight of his team on his back, and I don't know if he can do it. He's going to TP back into the base, but he's 1 versus 5. I don't know if he can hold the line. G2 looking to end.
G2, they don't want Ruler to survive, and he will fall. Life up in 5, but it's too little too late. G2 will carry the hopes of the West into the semi-finals. They will carry the hopes of Europe into a showdown against Down1 Gaming after they're done demolishing GENG on their fountain.
G2 end up with the 3-0 over GENG. There were a lot of question marks about their performance after the group stages, but after good prep, good execution, they showed up on today's best of 5 and demolished GENG. We heard it from the analysts. It felt like that in game 3, GENG got the best draft that they've gotten of the day, something that's comfortable for them, something that they can perform on, and I think that we saw the best of them. We saw some great fights, we saw some great punishes, and we really got to see how talented of a player Ruler really is, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough, and G2 came out on top. Fantastic performances from so many different members, but Mickey and Caps will really stand out throughout this series.
Mickey's been a standout through the entirety of Worlds.
Oh, they're gonna throw him in the water!
No, they throw him in! He can't swim! Okay.
Oh, that was close.
That's a big drop as well.
That's very deep, guys. Careful, careful.
I feel a bit sorry for GENG having to wait while they did that. But yeah, obviously commiserations to GENG. I think they did redeem themselves a little bit in the group stage after going 1-5 last time they were at Worlds. Sure. Managing to go 5-1, you know, taking games off Fnatic, 2-0ing TSM. They had a really good performance. But here, on the day, it just felt like G2 were that little bit more coordinated and that little bit better prepared for some of these drafts.
Yeah. It felt like the G2 really came to play.